Hi everyone and welcome to week 3. Again, we've got a quiz and discussion. Quiz, same format as before. The discussion picks up on something we were talking about last week about using general internet sources and kind of deciding the good, the bad from the ugly, and the really, really awful, horrifying things you're going to find on the web. There are resources out there, as we'll explore this week, that can help you vet certain claims out there. Unfortunately, in many cases, there isn't a ready-made claim detector like Snopes that's out there for most things. Again, like in my discipline, history, a lot of the claims that are out there, you've really got to go and look to the sources on which people are supposedly making some fairly outlandish claims in order to fully debunk them or to at least understand the nature of them. But this is a good reminder, again, if you let's say you do a Google search and you find 9 sources that say one thing and one that says another. Now, it doesn't mean that one source you should necessarily cast aside as incorrect. Look at the source. What kind of source is it? What kind of evidence does it provide? What about your other sources? Are there, could there be questions or concerns with that? There can be political bias in a lot of sources, and a lot of things out there, may be based on quantitative data that you can interpret in more than one ways, or in some ways you can just say the same thing in different ways, even though it may sound very different. Politicians are very good at that, of making the data say whatever they want it to say to make their point. So we'll talk about some of these things, and by all means, like I try to emphasize every week, if you've got some experiences about this you want to bring in, that you've seen some of this in action, or certain concerns about the process and how you can kind of leverage this academically to make sure you don't end up, latching on to some ultimately kind of out there claims in your own work, then, that's something, depending on your discipline, we can certainly talk about ways you can help make sure that doesn't happen as well. So, all right, that's all I have for now. Hope week is going well for everybody. I will see everybody in the groups.